Oman is one of the most underrated destinations in the Middle East, with incredible landscapes, rich culture, and some of the friendliest people we've ever met. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We recently just got back from visiting Oman, so I figured I'd put this video together about everything you might need to know before visiting the country, from culture and dress code to transport costs, weather, food, and travel tips. And so hopefully it will help you plan your own trip. All right, let's get into it. Oman is located on the southeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula, bordering the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and the Yemen. What makes Oman so special is how authentic and traditional it feels compared to some of its neighbours. You'll find dramatic mountains, golden deserts, turquoise wadis, historical forts, and beautiful coastline, all without the crowds. It's peaceful, scenic. It's perfect if you love culture, nature, and slower travel. First of all, we'll talk about visa requirements. So for over 100 countries, including the UK, Oman offers visa-free entry for short stays, usually up to 14 days. But always double check before you travel because rules can change. Your passport should be valid for at least 6 months. You may be asked for proof of onward travel or accommodation. We weren't asked, but it's always a good idea to have it just in case. The airport looked really new and it was really quiet when we arrived, and going through passport control was quick and efficient, but you can really tell that they're prepared for much more traffic in the near future. Okay, so let's now move on to currency. The official currency of Oman is the Omani Rial, and it's one of the strongest currencies in the world. Unlike many other currencies that are divided into 100 smaller units, the Omani Rial is unique in that it's subdivided into 1,000 bases, which takes a little bit of getting used to, but you get there in the end. Card payments are widely accepted, but there's still a good idea to carry cash for smaller purchases, especially outside cities. We actually just used mainly cash, but it's entirely up to you. Now, the best time to visit Oman is between October and April, when the weather's cooler and more comfortable for sightseeing. Summer months, especially June to August, can be really hot, and it can get to up to about 40 degrees, which makes exploring pretty challenging. We were there in the first week of October and it was still 36 degrees, but there was a lovely breeze which allowed us to at least walk around, unlike where we just left in Dubai, which was 40 when we left, and we couldn't do anything outside. It was so hot. So if you're visiting in winter, expect warm days but cooler evenings, but it's actually perfect for visiting forts, beaches, going on desert trips and hiking. So we are planning to go again in the near future, but I think next time we go, I think November would be a good month for us. Okay, so let's move on to dress code and culture. Oman is a conservative but very welcoming country, and dressing modestly is recommended. So for women, this means covering the shoulders and the knees in public places. You can wear loose trousers, maxi skirts, and lightweight tops are perfect, especially in the heat. Men should also avoid sleeveless tops and very short shorts. And in mosques, women will need to cover their hair and their arms and their legs, and men should wear long trousers and long sleeves. And outside resorts and hotels, wearing a swimsuit or bikini is inappropriate. So if you're on a public beach or in natural pools, keep covered up the best you can, and again, dress modestly. Omanis are incredibly kind and respectful, and dressing modestly goes a long way in showing appreciation and respect for the local culture. Omani's official language is Arabic, but English is widely spoken in the cities and to a good extent in areas that have tourism infrastructure. Other than Arabic, you might hear some other languages too, thanks to a large immigrant population. So there's a few things you should avoid doing while you're in Oman. Oman is a monarchy, and Omanis have deep respect not only for their country and culture, but also for the leadership of their sultan. So it's best to stay clear of any political questions or discussions. It's also inappropriate for a foreign man to ask an Omani man about the women in his family, so even to inquire about his wife or his daughters. So if you're going to inquire, it's best to just stay broad, wish good health to him and his family, something like that. Okay, so next we'll move on to safety and travel tips. So Oman is considered one of the safest countries in the Middle East. Crime rates are extremely low, and travelers often comment how safe they feel even at night. We felt super safe, didn't have a problem at all, and you could just feel people were taking care of you, respecting you, and you just felt safe. That said, always respect local laws and customs. So alcohol is only available in licensed hotel and restaurants, and public drunkenness is not tolerated whatsoever. Photography is generally fine, but avoid photographing people, especially women, and always ask their permission if you're going to take a picture of a man. You're not allowed to take pictures of government or military buildings or military vehicles as well, so that's just something to consider. All right, so getting around Oman. So one of the most important things to know before visiting Oman is that public transport is very limited. Muscat is spread over a really wide area with no definitive city centre, and places of interest are all scattered around. The bus network seems to be reliable and it's really cheap, but taxis are also popular. We downloaded the O-Taxi app at the airport and booked one to take us to our hotel. I love this app because you can choose your type of vehicle. It tells you exactly how much you're going to pay, so there's no guesswork or bartering. It tells you who your driver is and you can track their progress. So it's absolutely love this app. They're also really cheap, so we just use taxis for the whole trip. If you want to explore beyond Muscat, a car is by far the best option. It's not expensive and it ranges from about 50 to 30 Rial a day. Roads are excellent, driving straightforward, and it gives you total freedom to visit places like Nizwa, all the wadis, and you can go to desert areas as well. Just got complete freedom. I'd also recommend getting a SIM when you get there. When you go through passport control, there are places where you can buy SIMs or even get an eSIM before you go, and then having Wi-Fi or searching for internet isn't a big issue. You just have it there and it makes life so much easier. Okay, so next up is accommodation and food. Oman isn't a budget destination, but it's also not as expensive as you might think. So accommodation ranges from luxury resorts to affordable hotels and guest houses. Our hotel was kind of on the cheaper side. There were cheaper, but ours was £60 a night for the three of us. It had a swimming pool, a little gym, and a really great breakfast where you could have omelettes to order. Brilliant. Local restaurants offer meals ranging from like low end 2 to 5 Omani Rial per dish. Mid-range is in a restaurant, it might be about 5 to 15 per person. High-end restaurants is probably 20 Omani Rial and above. We always love a bargain, so we found loads of places that you could eat for even cheaper. So we found a really cheap shawarma place that was 300 bases for a really yummy wrap, which is absolutely delicious. And you'll come across all these little cafes selling chai and snacks for cheap too. So what did you just get?
I got 2 samosas and a chai, and they were 100 each. So that's
it's like 60p?
Yeah, 60p.
60p.
For chai and 2 samosas.
Okay, so next is what to pack for Oman. When packing for Oman, think lightweight and breathable, but modest. So loose, long clothing, comfortable walking shoes, for a woman, scarf or a shawl, sunscreen and sunglasses. And if you're visiting wadis or beaches, swimwear, but something to cover up as well. We didn't actually go in the sea, but last time I went to Jordan, I just wore a long top and a long pair of leggings, which means you're covered from head to toe. Final thoughts on who Oman is for. So Oman is perfect if you love culture, history, nature, quieter destinations, and it's ideal for road trips, scenic landscapes, and travelers who want to experience the Middle East in more of a traditional and relaxed way. If Oman is on your travel list, I hope this video helped you to feel a little bit more prepared and excited for your trip. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you're planning a trip there or if you think I've missed anything important out. And keep an eye out for my next video because that's going to be things to do in Oman. All right, see you next time.